Destroying the strength of the legs. Processed foods. Processed foods are one of the silent yet incredibly dangerous enemies to the health of older adults, particularly the strength of their legs. Beneath the convenient and quick exterior, these foods are filled with chemicals, preservatives, and ingredients that are harmful to the body. 1. Salt and preservatives. Processed foods often contain an enormous amount of salt. Salt not only increases the risk of high blood pressure but also leads to water retention in the body. When the body retains water, the joints are subjected to greater pressure, causing pain and inflammation. The legs, in particular, which bear the body's weight, become fatigued and painful, reducing mobility and flexibility. 2. Antioxidants and bad fats. In addition to salt, processed foods also contain unhealthy fats, especially trans fats. These fats not only contribute to weight gain but also raise bad cholesterol levels in the blood, leading to the blockage of blood vessels. When blood vessels become clogged, circulation to the limbs, especially the legs, is restricted. This results in the legs not receiving enough oxygen and nutrients, leading to fatigue, pain, and gradual weakening over time. 3. Long-term impact. When older adults maintain a diet consisting primarily of processed foods for extended periods, their bodies age more rapidly. The muscles and joints in the legs no longer receive sufficient nutrition to maintain flexibility and strength. As a result, the strength of the legs declines significantly, leading to mobility issues such as difficulty walking or even a complete loss of mobility. Take note, processed foods can easily destroy the strength of the legs in older adults without warning. To maintain the health and flexibility of your legs, it is essential to limit the consumption of these foods and instead opt for fresh, home-cooked meals that are rich in nutrients. By doing so, you will preserve the strength of your legs and lead a healthier life. Destroying the strength of the legs. Foods high in sugar. Sugar is one of the sweetest yet most dangerous enemies to health, particularly the legs of older adults. While it provides a sweet taste and is easy to consume, excessive sugar intake can destroy the strength of the legs without us realizing it. 1. Weight gain and obesity. One of the first effects of consuming too much sugar is uncontrolled weight gain. When the sugar in the body exceeds its capacity to be used, it is converted into fat and stored. This increases the load on the legs, causing them to work harder to maintain movement. As a result, the legs become easily fatigued, painful, and less flexible, reducing the mobility of older adults. 2. Increased inflammation and joint pain. Sugar, especially refined sugar, can elevate the levels of inflammation in the body. As inflammation increases, the joints, including those in the legs, are directly affected. Arthritis is a leading cause of joint pain and stiffness in older adults, making movement difficult and the legs weaker and less flexible. Excess sugar in the body can further worsen arthritis symptoms, causing even more fatigue and pain in the legs. 3. Negative impact on blood circulation. Foods high in sugar also increase blood sugar levels. When blood sugar levels remain high for extended periods, they can damage blood vessels, reducing the circulation of blood to the limbs. This directly affects the legs, depriving them of the oxygen and nutrients needed to maintain strength and flexibility. As circulation decreases, the legs become much weaker and more fatigued. 4. Increased risk of diabetes. Excessive sugar consumption can lead to type 2 diabetes, a condition that damages blood vessels and nerves in the body. Diabetes reduces the ability to sense pain and can lead to serious circulation problems, particularly in the legs. When the legs no longer receive adequate oxygen and nutrients, they become vulnerable to damage, losing their flexibility and making movement even more difficult. Remember, foods high in sugar can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by causing weight gain, inflammation, and negatively impacting blood circulation. To keep the legs healthy and flexible, limit sugar consumption and replace it with natural energy sources like fresh fruits and vegetables. This will help you maintain good health not just for your legs but for your entire body. Destroying the strength of the legs. Fried foods or foods high in oil and fat. Fried foods, or those high in oil and fat, are often addictive due to their crispy texture and rich flavor. However, If consumed frequently, they can cause serious harm to the health of older adults, particularly to the legs, the part of the body that bears the most pressure during movement. 1. Weight gain and fat accumulation. When consuming fried foods, we ingest a large amount of saturated fats and calories. These fats not only increase the risk of obesity but also make it easier for the body to store fat, especially around the stomach and hips, which directly affects leg movement. As body weight increases, the legs have to work harder to support the body. This leads to fatigue, pain, and reduced flexibility, making movement more difficult. 2. Blood vessel blockage. Saturated fats in fried foods can raise bad cholesterol levels in the body. The buildup of bad cholesterol in blood vessels leads to blockages, reducing blood circulation. When circulation is poor, the legs do not receive enough nutrients and oxygen to maintain strength. This results in weak, tired, painful legs, which may even lead to serious circulation and health problems in the legs. 3. Increased arthritis inflammation. A diet high in fats, especially saturated fats, can also cause inflammation in the body. Inflammation is a primary cause of joint conditions such as arthritis, leading to increased pain and stiffness in the joints of older adults. The legs, with their joints and soft tissues, become more sensitive to pain and fatigue as inflammation increases. This reduces flexibility and mobility in older adults. 4. Negative impact on digestive and musculoskeletal systems. Fried foods not only harm the cardiovascular system but also affect the digestive and musculoskeletal systems. When the body struggles to properly digest fats, it reduces the absorption of important nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, which are necessary to maintain bone and joint health. This makes bones weaker, joints more prone to damage, and the legs lose strength. Important reminder: fried foods and those high in oil and fat can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by causing weight gain, blood vessel blockages, joint inflammation, and impairing nutrient absorption. To protect the legs, limit the consumption of these foods and instead opt for fresh, healthy foods with low oil content. Only by maintaining a proper diet can you keep your legs strong, flexible, and free to move. Destroying the strength of the legs. Refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates, found in many processed foods such as white bread, white rice, pasta, and other refined grains, can negatively impact the health of older adults, particularly the strength of their legs. While they provide quick energy, excessive consumption can lead to serious consequences that should not be overlooked. 1. Increased blood sugar levels. Refined carbohydrates have a high glycemic index, meaning they cause blood sugar levels to spike rapidly. When blood sugar fluctuates significantly, the body faces the risk of type 2 diabetes, a disease that damages blood vessels and nerves. This directly affects the health of the legs by reducing blood circulation, causing numbness, weakness, and reducing the mobility of older adults. 2. Fat accumulation and obesity. Refined carbohydrates provide quick energy, but they are easily converted into excess fat if the body does not use them. When fat accumulates, particularly around the stomach and hips, it creates a significant burden on the legs. The joints and muscles in the legs have to work harder to support the body's weight, leading to pain, fatigue, and reduced strength and flexibility. 3. Increased inflammation and impaired recovery. Refined carbohydrates can also increase inflammation in the body. When the body becomes inflamed, the joints, including those in the legs, become painful and swollen. Chronic inflammation is a key factor in the development of conditions such as arthritis, which causes pain and limits mobility. Excessive consumption of refined carbohydrates prolongs this inflammation, weakening the strength of the legs and impairing recovery after activity. 4. Reduced nutritional quality. Refined carbohydrates lack essential nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Replacing nutrient-rich foods with refined carbohydrates leads to nutritional deficiencies, weakening the body, particularly the bones and joints. When the body does not receive enough calcium, vitamin D, and other important nutrients, the legs cannot maintain the strength and flexibility necessary for movement. Remember, refined carbohydrates can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by raising blood sugar levels, accumulating fat, increasing inflammation, and reducing nutritional quality. To protect the legs and maintain strength, choose natural, whole grain carbohydrates like brown rice, whole grains, and fresh vegetables and fruits. These options provide sustained energy and support overall health for the legs. Destroying the strength of the legs, refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates, found in many processed foods such as white bread, white rice, pasta, and other refined grains, can negatively impact the health of older adults, particularly the strength of their legs. While they provide quick energy, excessive consumption can lead to serious consequences that should not be overlooked. 1. Increased blood sugar levels. Refined carbohydrates have a high glycemic index, meaning they cause blood sugar levels to spike rapidly. When blood sugar fluctuates significantly, the body faces the risk of type 2 diabetes, a disease that damages blood vessels and nerves. This directly affects the health of the legs by reducing blood circulation, causing numbness, weakness, and reducing the mobility of older adults. 2. Fat accumulation and obesity. Refined carbohydrates provide quick energy, but they are easily converted into excess fat if the body does not use them. When fat accumulates, particularly around the stomach and hips, it creates a significant burden on the legs. The joints and muscles in the legs have to work harder to support the body's weight, leading to pain, fatigue, and reduced strength and flexibility. 3. Increased inflammation and impaired recovery. Refined carbohydrates can also increase inflammation in the body. When the body becomes inflamed, the joints, including those in the legs, become painful and swollen. Chronic inflammation is a key factor in the development of conditions such as arthritis, which causes pain and limits mobility. Excessive consumption of refined carbohydrates prolongs this inflammation, weakening the strength of the legs and impairing recovery after activity. 4. Reduced nutritional quality. Refined carbohydrates lack essential nutrients such as vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Replacing nutrient-rich foods with refined carbohydrates leads to nutritional deficiencies, weakening the body, particularly the bones and joints. When the body does not receive enough calcium, vitamin D, and other important nutrients, the legs cannot maintain the strength and flexibility necessary for movement. Remember, refined carbohydrates can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by raising blood sugar levels, accumulating fat, increasing inflammation, and reducing nutritional quality. To protect the legs and maintain strength, choose natural, whole grain carbohydrates like brown rice, whole grains, and fresh vegetables and fruits. These options provide sustained energy and support overall health for the legs. Destroying the strength of the legs. High-caffeine beverages. High-caffeine beverages such as coffee, black tea, soda, and energy drinks can have serious impacts on the health of older adults, particularly the strength of their legs. While caffeine can help improve alertness, excessive consumption can destroy the strength of the legs and cause numerous unwanted health issues. 1. Dehydration. Caffeine acts as a diuretic, meaning it increases urination frequency and causes the body to lose water. When the body becomes dehydrated, the joints and muscles, particularly in the legs, cannot maintain the lubrication and flexibility needed. This can lead to joint dryness, pain, and stiffness, reducing the leg's mobility. Older adults may not recognize the level of dehydration, making the situation worse. 2. Increased stress and anxiety. Caffeine is a stimulant that can increase stress and anxiety levels in the body. When the body is constantly in a state of tension, the muscles become tight, and the legs are more prone to fatigue. Chronic stress can also lead to headaches, reducing the ability to relax and rest, preventing the body from recovering properly. This directly affects the flexibility and strength of the legs, making movement more difficult for older adults. 3. Impact on sleep. Caffeine can interfere with sleep, especially when consumed in the afternoon or evening. Lack of sleep reduces the body's ability to repair and regenerate cells. For older adults, sleep is crucial to maintaining the health of muscles and joints. Without adequate rest, the legs cannot fully recover from the day's activities, leading to fatigue, pain, and diminished strength. 4. Increased risk of osteoporosis. Another side effect of caffeine is its ability to reduce the body's calcium absorption. Calcium is a vital mineral for maintaining bone health. Excessive caffeine consumption can decrease calcium absorption, increasing the risk of osteoporosis and weakening bones, especially in older adults. When bones become weaker, the legs are more susceptible to fractures and lose their ability to move freely. Important reminder: high-caffeine beverages can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by causing dehydration, increasing stress, affecting sleep, and reducing calcium absorption. To protect the legs and maintain flexibility, limit high-caffeine drinks and replace them with water, herbal tea, or low-caffeine beverages. By doing so, you will protect your legs, keeping them strong and flexible, and maintain an active, vibrant life. Destroying the strength of the legs. Animal organs. Animal organs such as liver, heart, kidneys, and intestines, while being rich in protein and nutrients, can have negative effects on health when consumed excessively, particularly on the strength of the legs in older adults. Below are the reasons why it is important to limit the consumption of animal organs to protect the strength of the legs. 1. Increased cholesterol and blood fats. Animal organs contain high levels of cholesterol and saturated fats. When consumed in excess, they can increase bad cholesterol, LDL, levels in the body, leading to atherosclerosis and blood vessel blockages. When blood vessels are blocked, blood circulation to the muscles and joints, particularly in the legs, is impaired. This causes the legs to become fatigued, sore, and lose the flexibility necessary for movement. 2. Arthritis inflammation. Animal organs can increase inflammation levels in the body due to their high purine content, which can convert into uric acid during metabolism. High uric acid levels are a primary cause of gout, a common form of arthritis in older adults. As arthritis inflammation increases, the legs endure severe pain and joint stiffness, making walking difficult and gradually weakening the legs. 3. Increased strain on the liver and kidneys. While animal organs provide many vitamins and minerals, they also contain purines and toxins that the body must filter through the liver and kidneys. Older adults often have weaker liver and kidney function, so consuming large amounts of animal organs can increase the burden on these organs. When the liver and kidneys are not functioning efficiently, toxins accumulate in the body, affecting overall health and weakening the strength of the legs. 4. Increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Animal organs are high in cholesterol and saturated fats, which increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease can lead to anemia, reducing the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the legs. When the heart cannot pump blood effectively, the legs become weak and easily fatigued, reducing mobility and strength. Important reminder: animal organs can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by raising cholesterol levels, causing arthritis inflammation, increasing strain on the liver and kidneys, and raising the risk of cardiovascular disease. To protect health and leg strength, older adults should limit the consumption of these foods and opt for a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, fiber, and protein from healthy food sources. By doing so, the legs will remain strong and flexible, helping you maintain freedom in daily activities. Destroying the strength of the legs. Directly grilled foods. Directly grilled foods, whether meat, fish, or vegetables, can be harmful to health, especially the legs of older adults, if consumed excessively. While grilled foods have an appealing taste, the cooking method creates harmful compounds that cannot be overlooked. 1. Creation of cancer-causing compounds. When food is grilled at high temperatures, compounds such as acrylamide and heterocyclic amines, HCAs, are formed. These compounds can damage DNA and increase the risk of cancer, particularly colon and stomach cancer. These diseases can significantly impair overall health, affecting mobility and the strength of the legs as the body becomes weaker. 2. Increase in cholesterol and inflammation. Grilling food, especially meat, can produce harmful saturated fats and cholesterol, leading to atherosclerosis. When bad cholesterol, LDL, builds up in the blood vessels, it can cause blockages that reduce blood circulation, lowering the amount of oxygen and nutrients delivered to the body, particularly the legs. When the legs do not receive enough nutrients, they become weak, fatigued, and more prone to soreness. 3. Increased risk of arthritis. Grilled foods, especially grilled meat, can cause inflammation in the body due to the compounds they contain. Arthritis is one of the main causes of pain and joint stiffness in older adults, making movement difficult. Chronic inflammation weakens the strength of the legs and increases pain during physical activity. 4. Damage to the kidneys and liver. When food is grilled, particularly meat and fish, harmful compounds can put a strain on the kidneys and liver. If the function of these organs is not properly maintained, the body will struggle to eliminate toxins, leading to a buildup of harmful substances. This affects overall health and the body's ability to recover, weakening the legs and reducing their flexibility. Important reminder: directly grilled foods can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by creating cancer-causing compounds, raising cholesterol levels, causing arthritis inflammation, and damaging the kidneys and liver. To protect the legs and maintain flexibility, limit the consumption of grilled foods and instead opt for healthier cooking methods such as steaming, boiling, or baking. By doing so, you will keep your legs healthy and maintain a more active, healthy life. Destroying the strength of the legs. Very cold foods. Although very cold foods, such as ice cream or frozen desserts, can provide a refreshing and pleasant feeling, for older adults, these foods can have negative effects on health, especially the strength of the legs. When consumed, very cold foods can lead to unexpected consequences for the body. 1. Reduced blood circulation. When eating cold foods, the body reacts by contracting, particularly the blood vessels in the hands and legs. This results in reduced blood circulation, decreasing the amount of oxygen and nutrients delivered to the muscles and joints, especially the legs. When blood circulation is limited, the legs become fatigued, weak, and prone to cramps, making movement difficult. 2. Numbness and joint pain. Consuming very cold foods can lead to a sensation of numbness and soreness in the joints and muscles, especially in the legs. When the body is exposed to cold, the muscles contract, causing discomfort and pain. For older adults, whose muscles and joints may already be weakened, the impact of cold foods can exacerbate joint pain, reduce mobility, and further weaken the strength of the legs. 3. Increased inflammation and joint problems. Cold temperatures can trigger inflammatory reactions in the body. For older adults, especially those with degenerative or inflammatory joint conditions, consuming very cold foods can increase inflammation levels, leading to swelling and pain in the joints, particularly in the legs. Chronic arthritis can reduce the flexibility and strength of the legs, making movement more challenging. 4. Impact on digestion. Very cold foods can also reduce the body's ability to digest food effectively. When consuming cold food, the stomach and digestive system need time to adjust to the temperature, slowing down digestion and nutrient absorption. When the body does not receive sufficient nutrients, the bones and joints do not get the necessary support, weakening the strength of the legs. Important reminder: very cold foods can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by reducing blood circulation, causing numbness and joint pain, increasing arthritis inflammation, and impacting digestion. To protect the legs and maintain flexibility, limit the consumption of very cold foods and instead choose meals at moderate or warm temperatures to help the body digest more easily and maintain overall health. Destroying the strength of the legs. Spicy or acidic foods. Spicy and acidic foods, while offering an appealing flavor and stimulating the taste buds, can harm the health of older adults, particularly the strength of their legs, when consumed in excess. These foods can negatively impact the body in various ways, and it is important to take note of the consequences. 1. Causing inflammation and joint pain. Spicy or acidic foods, such as chili peppers, vinegar, or acidic spices, can increase inflammation levels in the body, particularly for older adults whose bodies may already be experiencing joint degeneration. These foods can exacerbate arthritis. As arthritis inflammation increases, the legs will directly suffer from pain and joint stiffness, reducing mobility and the strength of the legs. 2. Raising blood pressure. Some spicy or acidic foods, especially processed foods, may contain high amounts of salt, which leads to water retention in the body. This increases blood pressure and puts pressure on the blood vessels, affecting circulation, especially in the legs. When blood circulation is impaired, the legs do not receive enough oxygen and nutrients, making them more prone to fatigue and cramps. 3. Affects the stomach and digestive system. Spicy and acidic foods can irritate the stomach and cause digestive issues such as heartburn, stomach ulcers, or acid reflux. When the body struggles to digest properly, it affects the absorption of essential nutrients, including calcium and vitamin D, which are crucial for maintaining healthy bones and joints. Weak bones directly impact the strength of the legs, making them more vulnerable to injury and reducing mobility. 4. Increase strain on the kidneys and liver. Spicy or acidic foods can increase the strain on the digestive system, especially the kidneys and liver, as they work harder to eliminate toxins from the body. Older adults whose liver and kidney functions may already be weakened will struggle to process these wastes effectively. This not only impacts overall health but also means the legs do not receive the nutrients and oxygen they need, weakening their strength and flexibility. Important reminder: spicy or acidic foods can destroy the strength of the legs in older adults by increasing inflammation, raising blood pressure, affecting digestion, and putting additional strain on the kidneys and liver. To protect the legs and maintain strength, limit the consumption of these foods and opt for milder, easy-to-digest meals that are rich in nutrients to support overall health for the body and legs. The strength of the legs is the foundation for an independent and active life, especially for older adults. Maintaining a healthy and balanced diet not only helps protect overall health but also keeps the legs strong and flexible. Foods such as processed foods, sugary foods, fried foods, refined carbohydrates, alcoholic beverages, caffeinated drinks, animal organs, directly grilled foods, very cold foods, and spicy or acidic foods can all destroy the strength of the legs if consumed in excess. We need to pay more attention to our food choices, rather than just chasing after fast and convenient meals while forgetting the long-term consequences for our bodies. By choosing fresh, nutrient-rich foods and avoiding harmful factors, we can help our legs stay healthy, strong, and continue to be reliable companions in every step of life. Take care of your legs as you would your own health, so that every step not only represents movement but also serves as proof of freedom, vitality, and joy in the precious years of life.